Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, a lot of questions have been asked about the 20-year-old who went overboard because people have reported that he was inebriated, but he was underage. So if he was underage, how did he get so drunk? We also have an unfortunate resolution to the Bavarians who were stuck in Spain with those phony visa passes. Holland America has announced 4 brand new shows coming to their cruise ships that you haven't seen before, and it's kind of a step away from what they're normally doing. We have activists once again in Juno trying to limit cruise ships. And finally, we have Meral cruises kind of canceling an entire season because of the Red Sea. So unfortunately, the 20-year-old who jumped overboard in front of his father around 4 a.m. in the morning, reports came in that he was feeling pretty drunk. The search has been called off for the gentleman and it's not looking very promising, although the father still holds out hope that he's still out there somewhere and someone will have rescued him. But the questions have now been raised to Royal Caribbean saying at 4 a.m. in the morning, if he's underage, remember the drinking limit on a cruise ship is 21, and he was only 20 years old. So how did he get drunk on the cruise ships? Well, the cruise liners responded saying, hey, he's underage. We have a very strict underage drinking policy, and he didn't get alcohol from us. Now, that would be very easy to check, right? C-Pass card, did he go to a bar, did he get a drink? That would be very easy to check the records. However, they're saying that they were in port that day, and they were in port that day for a long period of time, and the drinking age in that port is 18. So they're not sure what he did when he was ashore. Now, even if the person got back on shore at say 10 o'clock at night, I'm not sure how long they were in port that day, but that's 6 hours later. I don't know how drunk I would be 6 hours later unless I still had alcohol going on or other substances. He could have snuck other substances on board. We don't always know what our kids are doing. They don't always tell us everything that they do, right? And they hide some stuff from us. So we'll have to find out where this goes. I have a feeling the family is going to be lawyering up and asking some questions of Royal Caribbean. And if they did not serve alcohol to this gentleman, or if they did serve alcohol to this gentleman, a lot more questions will be asked. Next, we have those Bolivians who were stuck in Spain. They had the phony visas. There was 67 of them. Well, 64 of them are being deported. They're being deported by plane back because they didn't have the proper visas. So all their plans and whatever they were planning to do, their hopes of this trip is just gone. Apparently 3 of them had acceptable visas. The rest were, unfortunately for them, it seems scammed by somebody, and they took their money, and these people are now stuck and being returned home. Not a great story for those folks. It really is kind of sad. Holland America has 4 new production shows coming into effect. They've already tested them on some of their ships. Now, Holland America has their Step 1 production show, which is not really a band, or it's more of a dance numbers routine with just dancers, no singers. But apparently that looks like it's about to change, as they're going to have more concert style productions. One of them is called Song and Dance, and it's going to be set in a studio backlot with 2 leading men going through Broadway numbers and things like that. Then they're also going to have All That, which is created as a TV studio where we're going to see 60s, 70s, and 80s shows that the audience kind of will remember and watch. Another one is called Class Act. It's a Las Vegas style show. And then there's a Hey Mr. DJ, which will feature DJs presenting songs through the 60s and 70s, etc. So a little bit of a change from their normal routine, but I'm looking forward to this. I like concert style, I like Broadway style shows. As much as I like the step one performers and their numbers, after I see it 2 or 3 times, I've seen it enough, because there's not a wide variety when it's only dance, right? Singers will sing songs differently, and when you're watching their performance, but dancers are doing the same numbers, whether it's the same dancer or not, it's the same dance moves, so it can get a little more repetitive. So I'm glad to see that this is coming into effect, and they're going to have some more production shows for us to enjoy on board. Next, we have some activists in Juno back at it again. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the cruise ships that are being canceled, to new production shows coming on, to the brand new cruise ships, to group cruises upcoming to your favorite destinations, and making your cruise just a little bit better, maybe a little bit cheaper, and maybe a whole lot less frustrating. I hope you'll join us here on the channel. Try and keep you entertained as much as we can. Doesn't cost anything, but boy, when you subscribe and hit the like button and make a comment, it really does help the channel out. All right. Once again, they tried this back, I believe, in 2021. They were trying to limit cruise ships in Juno. Now, I just did a story on Juno, how the city and the council have worked with the cruise lines to spread out the cruise ship passengers, start limiting how many cruise ships are coming in on a variety of days. Well, that just doesn't seem enough for some people, and they continue to try and limit cruise ships there, and they're saying that the city council is not looking after them, they're not doing their job, they're unable to work and negotiate. Well, I just told you a whole story where they negotiate it, but they're now doing no Saturdays. They want no Saturdays for cruise ships there. We want to be able to go to our own parks. We want to be able to do shopping without cruise ships in town. And yeah, I'm sure the shops are absolutely thrilled with that idea, and the tourism and the tour groups and everything are absolutely thrilled with no business 1 day a week on a short season like Alaska season is. I'm sure they're very happy with that. Now, the last time they tried this, they put 3 different proclamations to try and get it on the vote, and they were all turned down. They weren't put on the vote. They're saying they're more confident this time that they'll get it done. However, we'll see what happens with that situation. But they got to remember that if you say, okay, on Saturday, no cruise ships can now visit Juno, well, that affects the ship's schedules all the way down the line, everywhere from Ketchikan to Skagway to Sitka, etc. The cruise ships now have to alter all the things that they're doing, and it's another case of affecting thousands and thousands and thousands of people because you want to go shopping on Saturday, or you feel your town is too busy or something. It's failing to look at the broad picture, and it's a narrow-minded look at the structure, unfortunately. Also, Meral Cruises has just reached out to their passengers, the Meral Discovery 2, that, yeah, they have to cancel the entire season of the Middle East and Asia, including the very popular sailing that they had almost sold out was the Singapore sailings. They're canceling those because of the tensions in the Red Sea and the safety of them and their crew, and just going to the destinations and everything. They're just canceling everything, and they're going to redo a schedule, bring that out, and they're offering full refunds to everybody who had bookings on it, or a bonus offer of onboard credits and more money if you book within a certain time frame on another Meral cruise. It's just another example of the Red Sea will be going on for the next few years, I think, affecting a lot of itineraries and a lot of cruises. Let me know in the comments down below what you think happened with the gentleman on board. Was he really drunk, or maybe was he high? How would he get alcohol on board if he's underage? Did somebody goof up in this situation? We'll have to wait and see, but leave a comment down below. And until next time, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.